Have you ever wondered why, even when you earn a good income, it feels like your money just disappears? What if I told you there's a hidden secret, a trick that banks don't want you to know, and it could be costing you thousands of dollars every year from your account? Before we continue, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to reveal everything in a simple, step-by-step way, so you can protect your money and even make it grow, without needing to be a finance expert. You are about to discover things that banks never tell you. Things they prefer you not to know because it could reduce their profits. But here, you'll learn how to play their game in your favor. Imagine you own a small candy shop. Every day you make money, but at the end of the month, it seems like much less remains than it should. Now, imagine someone comes into your shop every day and, without you noticing, takes a part of your profit. Seems unfair, right? That's exactly what happens with banks. They have rules and tricks that seem innocent, but in practice, they always ensure they earn more than you. Hidden fees, interest that grows without you noticing, contracts full of confusing language, all of this causes thousands of people to lose money every year, and many don't even realize it. But don't worry, you'll understand everything simply, and in the end, you'll be able to protect every cent of yours. And that's exactly why understanding bank secrets is so important. One of the first you need to know is how they use interest to their advantage, and against you. It seems simple, the bank lends you money and charges interest, right? But the trick is in how much and how they charge it. Credit cards, personal loans, financing, all of this may seem easy to pay at first, but compound interest makes the amount grow quickly, often without you realizing it. Imagine you have a credit card with 20% annual interest. You spend $1,000 and only pay the minimum. It seems manageable, but before you know it, that $1,000 debt can turn into $1,200, $1,500, or more, depending on how long it takes to pay it off. And the worst part, the bank earns from this every month, doing almost nothing. It's money leaving your pocket and going straight into theirs, silently. Another secret banks love to keep hidden is the power of hidden fees. They're everywhere: withdrawals, transfers, account maintenance, currency conversion, and often you don't even notice. It seems small, but if you add up all these little details, you could be losing thousands of dollars a year without realizing it. It's like a leak, each drop alone seems minor, but in the end, the total is enormous. And don't think that only bank accounts or credit cards are the problem. Investments and savings accounts also hide traps. Some banks offer products that promise returns but, in practice, charge management and performance fees that reduce what you earn. In other words, you think your money is growing, but in reality, it grows far less than it could if you knew how to compare and choose wisely. The good news is that understanding these tricks is the key to turning the game around. When you learn to identify where hidden costs are and how interest really works, you gain control over your money. You stop being the victim and become the strategic player. Small changes, like choosing the right account, avoiding hidden fees, and paying off debt intelligently, can save thousands of dollars over a few years. And here's something many never tell you: banks profit more when you don't know these rules. So every time you learn about them, you literally take money out of their pockets and put it into yours. It's simple but powerful. That's why paying attention to every detail, understanding each fee and rule, can make a huge difference in your financial life. Another secret banks don't want you to know is how they manipulate the concept of available money. It seems simple: you deposit $500 and think you have $500 to spend, right? Not always. Some banks use what's called a float, a trick where they count your money as technically deposited, but in practice, it isn't yet available for certain transactions. This can result in unexpected fees or even bounced checks, even if you think you have enough balance. And the most astonishing part, this happens every day to millions of people, silently, without any alarm. And it doesn't stop there. There's also a trick called overdraft protection, which sounds like protection but often works against you. The idea is that if you spend more than you have, the bank automatically covers the amount. Sounds great, right? But the truth is they charge huge fees for this service, and many people don't even realize they're paying for something that could be avoided simply by managing their spending better. It's like buying insurance that, in practice, only fills the bank's pockets. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful secrets, and one few understand, the hidden fee game on credit cards. Every purchase, every international withdrawal, every installment has a fee, even if small. Alone, it seems insignificant. But if you do the math over the year, these small fees can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And the cruelest part, you often don't even notice because everything is mixed into your statement. But here's the good news: when you understand these tricks, you can completely turn the game in your favor. For example, knowing which card to use for each type of spending, how to avoid overdrafts, how to choose accounts without hidden fees, and how to pay off debt strategically can completely transform your relationship with money. You stop being a victim of small money leaks and start controlling your own cash flow, saving and investing smartly. And there's more: banks also profit from your lack of financial planning. They know many people spend more than they should, buy on impulse, or leave money idle in accounts that earn almost nothing. Each of these poor decisions sends your money straight into their pockets. But the good part is that by learning to spot these patterns, you can reverse the situation and make your money work for you, not the bank. One trick that surprises people the most is how banks use fees and interest to create the illusion of benefits. For example, you've probably seen credit card offers with cashback or reward points. Sounds great, right? You buy and still get something back. But here's the secret: often, these rewards are bait because the card charges high interest and hidden fees that can far exceed what you earn from the points. In other words, in the end, you pay more than you get, without even realizing it. And another thing, banks love when you leave money sitting in your checking or traditional savings account. Why? Because they use that money to invest and profit while your account earns almost nothing. Seems unfair, but that's exactly how it works. It's like you're lending your own money to them, and they don't even say thank you. But you can turn this game around. There's something called high-yield accounts and smart investments. Unlike regular accounts, these options make your money work for you, earning more than inflation and helping you build real wealth. The problem is that many people don't even know these alternatives exist because banks have no interest in promoting them, as they profit more when you keep your money in a traditional account and pay fees. Another powerful secret involves loans and financing. Many believe that taking a loan is simple: you get the money and pay it in installments. But the trick is in compound interest and hidden fees. A car loan, for example, may seem cheap on paper, but if you do the math properly, in the end, you could pay more than double the original amount. And the worst part, the small installments illusion makes many people accept it without question. And it doesn't stop there. Even bank promotions and special offers have a hidden side. That add for first month free of fees, or no annual fees on your card the first year. It seems like a huge benefit, but from the second year onward, the fees return in full force, and many people forget and end up paying for something that could have been avoided. It's another way for the bank to make money without you noticing. The big lesson here is simple: banks make money when you don't know how the rules work. But when you understand these rules, when you learn to identify hidden costs, you gain total control over your money. You stop being a hostage to fees, interest, and complicated contracts and start using the system in your favor, saving thousands of dollars over the years. Now that you understand the tricks banks use to profit from you, it's time to learn how to protect yourself and even take advantage of these rules. And don't worry, everything will be explained in a simple way, so anyone can apply it without needing to be a finance expert. The first step is to understand exactly how much you're paying in fees and interest. Grab your bills, statements, and account summaries, and make a list of everything that leaves your account: maintenance fees, overdrafts, credit card interest, transfers, withdrawals, annual fees, everything. Many people are shocked when they add it all up: wow, I'm paying hundreds of dollars a year just for not knowing this. This is the moment you realize that knowing the details makes all the difference. Next, it's time to choose the right accounts. It doesn't have to be complicated. Often, a bank offers multiple checking account options, but not all are the same. Some have hidden fees, others offer better returns or benefits that are truly worthwhile. The trick is to compare before opening any account and choose the one that will minimize costs and maximize benefits. It's simple, but it completely changes your game. The next secret is to use credit cards strategically. Many people see credit cards as a villain, but they can be a powerful ally if used correctly. Always pay the full statement, avoid installment purchases with high interest, and take advantage of rewards that are genuinely valuable, without falling into the trap of hidden fees. This way, the card stops being a cost and becomes a tool for earning or saving. Another powerful strategy is to make your money work for you. Don't let large amounts sit idle in accounts that earn almost nothing. Look for alternatives like high-yield accounts, investment funds, or low-risk bonds. The secret is this: the earlier you start, the more your money grows on its own, leveraging compound interest, which, when used against you, is a nightmare, but when used in your favor, is a wealth-building machine. And don't forget to control spending and avoid overdrafts. This is simpler than it seems. Plan your payments, know exactly how much you have available, and avoid spending more than you possess. It seems basic, but this simple discipline can save hundreds of dollars a year that would otherwise go straight into the bank's pockets. Finally, always pay attention to promotions and offers. Read contracts carefully, know exactly what's included, and never fall for benefits that disappear after the first year. Knowledge is your greatest ally. The more you know, the less likely you are to be caught off guard by hidden fees or rules. By following these simple strategies, you can protect your money, save thousands of dollars a year, and start building wealth consistently. Banks don't want you to know these things because once you do, they lose the power they had over you. But now, with this information, you're in control.